know everybody done heard of Fivio Forum, but do y'all know about his story and what he been through to become the New York rapper that y'all all know today? I don't know, so I know y'all ask them that don't know. So we're gonna react to his story and get into this shit and see what the fuck to him.
On February 1st, 22-year-old Tajay Dobson, known as T. Wu, was killed in a drive-by shooting in Canarsie, just hours after securing a record deal.
I'm still praying for my enemies. Sports give me my agility. Dog give me my ability. And my mom give me my identity. Had me in high security. Every day I'm praying God forgiving me. I'll be home soon. Cannot get rid of me. Brand new chop. It's a biggie in the box. I was right there. Pre-COVID for my son Tom taking me ago. Niggas see Fivio phone and put hands on him. Hands on him in the corner store.
I ain't gonna cap to you. In his defense, everyone always say they whoop someone's ass. Once as soon as someone get famous, everybody say, "Oh, I whooped his ass. Oh, I whooped his ass. Oh, I did this." Nigga, what was all this shit at when you just saying this shit because he got famous? Oh, now motherfuckers don't really believe that bullshit. But you probably could have. But it's still just, everybody be saying they did something when the nigga got famous. So it's kind of hard to believe.
Before he was lit and all that, this is when he just dropped Blicky in a box and shit like that. Yeah. When we first got the argument, I told him straight like that, I made you, not little TJ.
But he said, I made you, we're gonna make another one. Something like that.
Yeah. Look, saying they made me. Make another one. I had to take my spot. I think we cool. You mommy, I'm out of here. Try to take me out. Boss, this got made it out. Go ahead, I'ma bail him out. Bail out. He never sit up, he get bailed out. See J.E. out, jailhouse. You can wait and see sell out. You need a pack of smell out. Cannot be me in real life. Bobby can't be me in real life. Gino cannot be me in real life. T-Dot cannot be me in real life. None of them will be me in real life.
Hey, yo, squad. What's the drill? Back at y'all with another video, man. And Brooklyn has been doing their thing in the drill scene without a doubt. The flow, the vibes, and the dance moves. They've been turning all the way up and bringing a whole new dynamic to hip.
And this was 2 years ago. New York, no one don't really give a fuck about their music no more. It's like niggas got tired of that shit quick as hell. Like they had their shit, but dude, let's be real, bro. Niggas don't want to listen to that screaming New York shit or that well, however the fuck they be rapping. Like most of their ass really sound the same. And motherfuckers say that shit for every state. But New York, they sound the same, just niggas don't want to hear all the time. You feel me? Others sound the same to be better than some sound the same. You feel me? And New York sound the same, but that shit get annoying.
Pop culture, but the guns and disrespecting their music have even forced the mayor of the city to begin talks of banning Brooklyn drill from the airwaves.
People who are using drill rapping to post who they killed and then antagonize the people who they are going to is what the problem is.
One rapper is in the center pushing back for the drill culture with his peers, Fivio Forum.
Just wanted to create the conversation with the mayor, with Fivio here, we got Young B Love here,
He is one of Brooklyn's top drill artists, but that success came from grinding in the streets, losing close friends, and having day ones become ops. Today we gonna go into detail about dude's life, his come up, and the beats that could take it all away from him. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Maxie Lee Riles is the rapper known as Fivio Forum, who was born in Brownsville, New York, and raised in East Flatbush.
I was born in Brookdale. Brookdale was in Brownsville. I was born in Brookdale, and I was raised like in the 90s at East Flatbush.
He was actually in the same building with GS9 member Rowdy Rebel, who he has worked on with in music, and cool with his homie Bobby Shmurda and the whole GS9. Everyone was fam through the street.
And I guess you and Rowdy Rebel actually grew up in the same building, same floor.
Yeah, that's a fact. He was all my life. Like, he lived like down the hall and around the corner. My building is like set up different. Same floor, third floor.
Fivio grew up with both parents and had dreams of making it big in football. Music was more just a vibe rather than a passion.
Did you grow up with both parents, just your mother, just your father?
Nah, I had both of my parents.
Unfortunately, his track record in school didn't reflect that energy, and he ultimately...
Let's be real, bro. Everybody wanted to do smoke. Listen, if you was a nigga, let's be real. Damn near every nigga gang gonna want to be an athlete, bro. If you say you didn't want to be an athlete, you probably was a nerd, gang. You probably was a nerd, bro. Because every kid, bro, dream to be on that court in the NBA or in the NFL or knocking a nigga out in the ring. But lots of times it's really like sports like basketball and football. I don't know, but now if you trying to play tennis and soccer, some motherfuckers, you feel me? Soccer, we can't leave out soccer and shit. But if you trying to do tennis and golf and shit, bro, get your ass on, gang. I ain't gonna capture you. But they do make that money. And baseball. Baseball, you feel me? Niggas be fucking with baseball too. But I don't.
Messed up his opportunity and dreams of ball disappeared. When that future fell through, him and his homies started messing around deeper with the music. All this time he was in the streets as a youngin', thugging as a crip. Around that time, the drill wave in Brooklyn was taking form. And with that, he found himself in beefs and...
If y'all think about it, gang, imagine how many kids would stay out the streets, bro, if they didn't have that shit where you gotta have good grades to play sports. Because lots of kids, gang, they probably get into sports and then they can't maintain their grades and now they can't do sports. So now what? They don't got shit to do after school, but badass shit because they in the hood, you feel me? I feel like, bro, if they didn't have that grade shit, less kids would be in the streets on game. If you really think about it. Lots of them kids in the streets because they ass can't have a high enough GPA to play sports. So that should be over with.
in trouble with the law. Fivio would try his hand at regular jobs while building his come up, finding employment at White Castle and Subway, but his chef skills with the bread wasn't A1 and they cut him loose.
I worked at Subways for like 2 days. They fired me though, cause I ain't know how to cut the bread.
Behind all that, there was something serious weighing on his shoulders. His mom's was fighting for her life. In 2016, his mom suffered a serious stroke that placed her on a hospital bed for 2 weeks before she tragically passed. Fivio was at her side every day and had to witness his mom's last breaths. A young Fivio was waiting for his moms to breathe again, but he soon realized she was gone, and that shook his world up.
Yes, I thought she was gonna wake up, but she didn't know.
How bad did it hit you?
It hit me hard. It hit me crazy.
I would have crashed out. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. Just crash out sometimes, man.
Fivio was thrown into the world. He had to grow up and learn in an instant. He was also getting ready to become a father of his first child.
Yeah. I found out my mama was in the hospital. That's why it's crazy. Because my mother was in the hospital. I found out my baby mother was pregnant.
He took up a construction job to make ends meet, but that didn't work out.
It's like after my mother passed away, I tried to get like a construction job. I couldn't really do it. It was too much work. Like I wasn't.
Worse yet, he still had to deal with beefs in the streets while carrying all that on his back. Even then, Fivio knew he wasn't going to stay in the trenches or be a deadbeat dad. He first went under the name Light Fivio as his rap alias and began pushing out music.
Well, you originally started rapping, your name was Light Fivio?
His name Fivio came about after his homie nicknamed him after the fashion model Fivio because he was getting all the shorties. His old YouTube account still has tons of freestyles and music from his early grind. With the change in his name to Fivio Foreign, his first big break came with the track Blicky in a Box featuring JD and D Sav. And that was actually a diss with huge repercussions for Fivio according to his ops. The song went crazy in the streets, catching the attention of former Bad Boy protege.
I ain't gonna capture you, it's fucked up, but if you really want to get attention, bro, that's how you really get attention. By motherfucking dissing niggas and shit. I tell my homie, bro, my homie, KS11, check him out. He raw as hell gang got rapping. But he don't be doing that dissing and shit. So he don't be going out. I be making jokes all the time, like, nigga, you get you a little hood, Get some niggas with some switches and some niggas with some mat, bro. Your music going up, bro. You raw as hell. It's just niggas wanna see that bullshit. And you feel me? That is fucked up, but that's the truth right there on game. But he's still gonna go up. It just take a little longer when you're not doing that bullshit.
Hey,
Yeah.
JD's uncle had connects to Mace and set up the meeting. Mace signed all three, but just for 5 bands under his Rich Fish Records label.
So me, JD, and D-Savvy signed through the uncle. That's how he was contacting us. We sat down, we went to a restaurant, sat down, signed us off the Dickie in the box. I mean, for some short shit too.
Not knowing any better, Fivio signed on the dotted line, something 50 Cent gets at Mace for to this day.
He's pointing out the publishing shit. He's doing the same shit to the young boys now. Fivio, you know what I'm saying? Like it's there. He's doing the same shit that they did to you, boy. You crying about some shit somebody did to you, and you doing it to somebody else?
Mace would later claim he doesn't own any of Fivio's publishing, but sure, he's making bank off of them still. Why not? Fivio came out with his single Big Drip off of his Pain and Love EP that changed the whole game for him. Fivio would go to the next level, inking a deal with Columbia Records, which he says is in the millions.
Well, yeah, they say you got $1 million deal.
Nah, bro. More than that.
More than that?
Shit, it's got more than that.
Okay.
He went on to work with some of hip-hop's most legendary rappers like Drake on his track Demons and Kanye on his tracks Off the Grid and City of Gods. Fivio and his crew
he probably did get more than $1 million because it's like he on them type of songs, songs with that. I know his label had to pay him that money on. When they pay him that money on, you doing songs and shit like that. He didn't get the money on for sure because you feel me. They was looking at that New York shit. That shit the move. Everybody fuck with the New York shit because New York did have the world in the lights for a little minute.
800 Foreign Side were up. Fivio launched the Foreign Side Foundation to bring positive change to the community. But while he was rising, his homies were falling. This is around the same time that Pop Smoke lost his life. Things went further downhill on October 2020 when Fivio was arrested for alleged assault on his girlfriend at his residence in the Alexander, a luxury high-rise on River Road, Edgewater, New Jersey.
It seemed like every famous motherfucker get charged for whooping a bitch ass. Like, I don't know, is that shit just come with being famous, bro? Because it seems like then everyone getting hit charged with that shit.
Jersey. The shorty would clear up rumors saying nosy neighbors called the police, not her and Fivio, and the charges will be cleared up soon. Fivio also called Cap on the situation, sharing the same story as his girl.
That shit do be happening too, though. Motherfuckers be doing all that shit. They call the police and they just assume, oh yeah, this, that, woo, woo. You feel me? That's why I be telling motherfuckers, I'm not arguing with nobody because I know how that shit go.
Also around that time, the world caught a scare when reports of Fivio being murked started trending online, saying he was reportedly shot outside of the 1145 Lounge in Atlanta, Georgia. Murder Beats first shared condolences, sending fans into shock. Video surfaced of the whip he was in, riddled with bullets, crashed on the side of the road. Kenny Beats would debunk the rumor of Fivio's passing. Murder Beats, who initially hyped up the scare, later reposted confirming Fivio was okay. Fivio also hopped online clearing up the rumors and assured fans he made it out okay. I guess he wasn't going to be caught lacking and kept the pole tight after that because April 21st, 2021, he was arrested and charged with weapons possession, having a defaced firearm, and resisting arrest. According to reports, Fivio had left his 2018 Mercedes-Benz running in a no parking zone as he went into the nearby Citibank when Sergeant Howard Ginsburg asked Fivio for his driver's license. Fivio ignored and walked away, leading a chase to occur when he began running toward the modern luxury apartments on Park Avenue before being caught. A loaded .25 caliber handgun fell from Fivio's waistband, and cops noticed the serial number on the gun had reportedly been scrubbed off. Fivio was at the top of the Brooklyn drill game, yet still fall into the street mentality. He would link up in the O with O Block.
Bro, you see, that's that nigga shit, bro. If he would have just parked in a normal park, been smooth, that shit wouldn't have happened. But niggas let that money get to them, that fame, all that shit. They think they can do whatever they want. That could have been an easy way to avoid getting locked up, bro. You really set yourself up with that.
Legend King Von, R.I.P.
Came to the oh, King Von, so what's up now? Fuck around. That's what.
Keeping up that energy was sure to come with beefs, and that's exactly where things went. Fivio had a small fallout with French Montana because he wasn't with French using Brooklyn drill artist Mr. Swipey for clout to eat off the culture instead of putting bro on. The song he was referring to was That's a Fact, where he had Mr. Swipey spinning like a top. French would reach out and they squashed the beef, making a remix to the track. One beef was squashed, but two others nearly cost him big time. Remember that track from earlier on, Blicky in a Box? It was actually a diss track to Brooklyn Ops, Blicky Gang. According to Nas, Blicky, Fivio was allegedly caught and given a hell of a beatdown for disrespecting the gang.
Niggas see Fivio going and put hands on him. Hands on him in the corner.
Fivio wasn't one to be bullied and rep GDK and his Crip affiliation in songs. It's messed up because the homie he rocked with on the track, JD, became one of his biggest ops. They came up together in the past. You can see interviews where they rocking.
See up there. Let me get like this. First look. JD, what's going on?
Sadly, JD was also involved in the streets and was locked up sometime around signing with Mace. Everything seemed cool, but when bro got out, he was on Fivio's top saying bro basically ghosted him.
That ass nigga, he ain't do shit, nigga. He a fuck nigga up. Gave me 5. June 3rd, gave me 5. Got locked up. June 29th, I came home. October 11th. Listen, I didn't see it since I came home. October 11th, I didn't see him for months.
But he wasn't done. Listen to what he had to say next.
Pulled me to the label, acting like he the one that got me the deal. When I already, the place already hit me up, Dolby. That ass told my why she even here. Just wanna come.
JD would again fall into the hands of law enforcement, this time in an indictment that saw 34 members of Wu and Cho gangs arrested. JD was fighting multiple charges. He was also charged for an attempted hit, reckless endangerment, and Jay was locked up for about 9 months but would beat his case. Apparently, Fivio had paid his bond to get him out, and he rapped it in his song Trust, saying, if bro do a hit, I'ma pay him out. Look what they allow. He never sit up, he get bailed out. Free JD out the jailhouse. I can't wait until you sell out. You need a pack, I send the mail out. JD would hop on interviews shouting out, bro, making everything seem like it was all good.
Fivio Foreign. Yeah. Or J-Side, Gino, the police, top police.
But things soon went left when JD came for smoke on live, claiming he made Fivio and he beat the brakes off, bro. This sparked a whole new online back and forth.
Y'all niggas dip on me about Fivio?
Why would he say that shit? Him and Fivio, he buying him out. You see, this one don't do shit for motherfuckers because niggas do fucked up shit like this. Bogus as hell.
Real know what's up. Real niggas don't gotta talk. I made Fivio. If it wasn't for JD, there'd be no Fivio. You don't support me like you're supposed to. I'm supposed to be out the hood already as soon as I came home. I'm supposed to be out the hood already. As soon as I came home, I'm supposed to be out the hood.
I'm scared of that. I'm scared of that. I don't even know how to do that. That's scary. Because I don't know that. Next time you up here, come pull up. I'm thinking we cool. You lying me. I'm out of here. You try to take me out. I just expected more. Because I really be liking it. Like, I really love me. That shit be me up.
Fivio Mans hopped in to clear the air about JD capping.
So we put the JD, he used to go viral from there. And Bobby told him, this is your moment. Go viral from here. The little went live the next day, took about, they want to sit away to suck my mother. Bro, come on, sloppy shit, bro. Bobby trying to help JD. Straight out of jail.
But at that point, Fivio had enough and stopped caring and cut JD off.
Now, I'm going to show you what zero support really is. Like now, because you don't understand. I feel like you don't really know what that is. I'm going to show you where I cannot.
You see, niggas don't be understanding. Niggas be expecting all this shit because niggas be doing shit and now they are expecting all this other shit. It's like, niggas don't got to do shit for your ass. You feel me?
really not care about like you.
He dropped the track Self-Made, throwing shots at JD.
Look, saying they made me. Make another one. I had to take my spot. And I take another one.
JD shot back with the track Subliminals, going all the way in on Fivio.
And I'll make another one.
Hear that last line, Pete Gutter, the reason I'm Crip? He deliberately said that because he was once blood, then began claiming Crip, and many said it was because of Fivio. JD is making it clear Fivio had nothing to do with his cripping and continues to this day to show love to Pete Gutter, who's been in the pen. Fivio was cool with both, so it's unsure how Pete Gutter feels about all this. But just when things looked like they were simmering down, Fivio past best friend, Drizzy Giuliano, echoed similar thoughts about Fivio, saying he blew up and stopped answering his phone and acting like a sucker when he got the fame.
Because Bobby, you sucker shit, and I tell him about himself all the time, yo. Who's Tita? Who's Sosa? Yo, dude, I know you from Getty High. I know your mom. We've been together before you got your clout and blew up. We was friends. You stopped answering my phone. I'm seeing around Casamado and all these dudes, too.
Fivio never responded, but maybe because he had larger issues to deal with. In February 2022, he lost his close friend and brother T. Wu to the streets just hours after signing a record deal with $1 Million Music. That loss weighed heavy on Fivio. It made a big impact on Fivio and his energy. Today is less on beefing, but more on uplifting the youth through drill and helping the city understand what the culture is really about. Brooklyn has huge potential for those youth to secure the bag and improve their community and opportunities, only if the beef could just end. Time will tell, but rest in peace to all that lost their lives, and I hope everybody's life take a turn for the positive, man.
No, Fivio Foreign, he had a crazy ass story, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Crazy ass story, man. He been through it, man, for sure. Shit, you know how that shit be, man. You gotta go through the storm to see the rainbow. What are you talking about, man? Get the gold and shit. If you don't fuck with this video, I know you're gonna fuck with another motherfucking video. But if you watch this video all the way through, I know you fuck with this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss out. Go.